my lovely students. Welcome back again with me, Miss Lily Istiqomah, on Research on Translation class. Yeah. Before we start, let's say Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yeah. Today's agenda is crafting your research project. Yeah. As we discussed last week, that we have discussed about tiny talk can be research, yeah. And today I will show you how to craft your research project. Yeah, crafting your research project here. The first one, you should have a topic, and then after that, yeah, topic here, for instance, yeah, teacher stress on the curriculum reforms in Indonesia. And then the second one's research gap or problem, yeah, respond to the scant studies of teacher stress in Indonesia. And then research objective, yeah, the study investigates teacher beliefs and experiences with the curriculum reform in Indonesia. And research question, how do teachers view the curriculum reforms in ELT? To what extent are their teacher practice oriented under the curriculum reform? So please take a look this arrow, yeah. Beliefs means view and experiences means teaching practices. Now we can make a title a day, even a day before the thesis is bound. That's why the first one, or these are the four points that you have to consider. The first one is your topic, and then research gap or problem, research objective, and research question. Next, yeah, when you conduct a research dealing with a human being, yeah, you must say, or it can be said, a participant, not a subject, yeah, and recruitment, not a selection. Okay, when you conduct a research among children, pupils or students, and then secondary school students, teachers, administrations, university students, lecturers, and policy makers, yeah, you may conduct research concerning with these themes, yeah, about children's beliefs, maybe pupils' attitudes, and then secondary school student knowledge, for instance, yeah, or teacher experiences, yeah, administrator stories, or lecturers' belief, policy makers' attitudes, policy makers' stories, etc. Yeah. So you may conduct the research dealing with human being by using this theme. And then, what is the phenomenon? Yeah, phenomenon of doing a research. The phenomenon, for instance, ya, in bahasa Indonesia, ya, pengalaman guru mengikuti workshop pengembangan profesi guru. And then your research question maybe will be, how do teachers view their involvement in teacher professional development workshop, or how is your experience? And then how about the data gathering? You may gather your data by using interview, maybe from WhatsApp, email, telephone, Zoom, Google Meet, or observation, or even diary reflection, yeah. And then how many participants? Yeah, you may choose, you may select, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, it's up to you. And then another example, perasaan guru dalam mengajar bahasa Inggris di pelosok desa. Yeah, this is the phenomenon. And then your research question may be, how do you feel when teaching English in a remote village? And then how about the data gathering? You may use interview, yeah, or diary. How many participants? It's up to you whether you wanna select or recruit, not select ya, recruit 1, 2, 3 or 4 or even you yourself ya. And then another example, perasaan guru dalam mengajar bahasa Inggris di pelosok desa ya. This one ya, I think it is I have said it before. And then next, cerita siswa dalam belajar bahasa Inggris, for instance speaking. And then the research question will be, how is the students' English learning journey? And then the data gathering, you can gather the data by using WhatsApp, email, telephone, and then Zoom, Google Meet, etc. How many participants is up to you ya. Okay, and then yeah, this is the example of interview or data interview ya. This one I took this in bahasa Indonesia ya. Entahlah, aku rasa gak mudah ngajar di SMK bahasa Inggris itu. Itu kan guru kayak aku gitu, harus paham istilah-istilah teknis jurusan dalam bahasa Inggrisnya. Aku misal ngajar di SMK pertanian, jadi ya harus paham apa saja istilah bahasa Inggris dalam pertanian. English for agriculture itu. Jadi ini beda dengan bahasa Inggris sehari-hari yang diajarkan di sekolah umum kayak SMA, MA gitu. Nah, this interview taken with Miss Nisa, Anissa, April 2020. This one is the example of the interview. This is the transcript, yeah, my friends. And then example 2. Actually, I have enough passion in learning English. I joined afternoon class when elementary level, and I began to be confident in communicating with English since my primary school to present my task in front of the class, and blah 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 and so on. So please be careful and pay attention thoroughly to the bold sentence ya. Nah, how is your past English learning experience? This is the question, and then in the interview, this is the result or the data of the interview. And then these are sample articles ya. The first one, this is example of articles ya. These articles wrote by Ibu Nugraheni T. Zacharias. The article entitled Second Language Teacher Contribution to Student Classroom Participation, a Narrative Study of Indonesian Learners. So, these articles ya talk about listening to the student stories ya. It is to improve teacher teaching quality. What we can learn from this article ya, the articles ya talk about a reflective diary ya, reflective diary of student. Why did the student just keep silent in the speaking class? Nah, this one ya, this how to conduct the data or how to take the data ya. This one ya, write an event or situation in the classroom in which you not were silent or being silenced. Ya, ini ya, kenapa tuh terjadi ya, mahasiswa di kelas speaking kok silent, keep silent dia cuma diam saja, padahal kelasnya kelas speaking. Nah, and then these are the findings ya, told that ya, teacher lecturing styles ya, the teacher just give her or his presentation without engaging the student. Jadi gurunya itu hanya bicara sendiri tanpa melibatkan mahasiswanya. That's the finding. And then the second finding, unfavorable past teacher feedback. So the students just keep silent in the class because they remember about the past teacher's feedback. Jadi gurunya waktu di SMA itu memberitahu bahwa oh kamu tidak boleh begini, kamu tidak boleh begitu, kamu seharusnya bilangnya begini, ngomongnya begini. That those were feedback make the student keep silent even until they are in undergraduate or become undergraduate student. And then this is the second example, the learning speaking skill strategies in my personal experiences, a narrative inquiry. Yeah, this is the new method in conducting the research. Yeah, this student use narrative inquiry. So see, they are not using statistic and then what else? Statistic and then another statistic, classroom or PTK, and then correlation, R&D that I've talked last week. Yeah. And then exploring tensions between teachers, grammar teaching beliefs and practice. Ya, ini this article talk about the exploring tension. Ya, exploring tension. And then this is another example. What do academic now and do about plagiarisms? An interview study with Chinese university teachers of English. So this is the new paradigm, yeah, that the research is not just concerning with the statistic and then concerning with R&D or correlation, etc. But here, yeah, it's more flexible. Yeah, what do academics know about the plagiarism? Nah, this one, yeah. And then another example, begging abroad in Sweden, an interview study. So it's study about the begging. Begging means to beg. It's talking about pengemis, ya. Pengemis itu bisa dijadikan bisa dijadikan suatu riset, ya. And then this one, what does mentoring mean to experienced teacher? A phenomenological interview study. This one is an example of interview study. Jadi riset yang berhubungan dengan wawancara itu juga bisa. And then what makes a good kindergarten teacher? A pilot interview study in Hong Kong. Nah, ini good kindergarten. So you may conduct a research concerning with the kindergarten teacher. And then this one another example, and this one also sense of success. New teachers explain their career decision. Okay, thank you students. Yeah, please learn again about what I've said. Thank you and say hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.